In this video I'm going to go ahead and remove the front cover of a Sharp GF9191 stereo cassette player. I'm going to remove the top plate. I'm going to remove the dial plate here, which is this thing right here, from there to there. And then I'm going to remove the cassette mechanism, which you cannot see at the moment. Remove the plug if you haven't already done so. Then if you have a cassette in it, go ahead and remove the cassette. There are 8 long Phillips screws that need to come out. There's one right here, you can see it that I'm pointing at. One here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and there's one there, and then there's one there. There shouldn't be any in the battery compartment. Some boom boxes, they do have screws underneath the battery compartment, but it looks like this one doesn't. I've worked on a couple of these GF9191H's so far and I haven't seen any. Let me zoom in a little bit here. See right here what I'm pointing at, it looks like there's like a little cutout, but it doesn't go any deeper and there's no place for a screw in there, but they could have used that. Anyways, this does not have a screw in the battery compartment. There's only these 8 screws that you need to worry about. You can use the Phillips number 1 or number 2, whatever you prefer. My main tools always seems to be the number 1. I always like to lay the boombox face down and have something soft underneath it so it doesn't get all scratched up. And then basically you just go ahead and start removing it all. Just do all 8 of them and put them to the side in a safe place. So now I'm going to turn the whole thing over and hopefully the screws will fall out. And fall out they did. So what I'm going to do now is separate this part here, the silver part, from the black part. The screws were holding both of these pieces together, so you should be able to gently pull evenly on both sides, but don't drop it down because there's still wires connected. And see these wires right there? They're the speaker wires. They gotta come out. You just pull these off right here, these little connectors. There's 4 of them. There's 2 grounds and there's 2 positives. Just like that. Now you can separate the whole thing and put it to the side. In case you're wondering, and it's quite easy to see, the 2 black ones are the ground and the yellow one's a right loudspeaker and the white one is the left loudspeaker. Also, if you look at the circuit board, you'll see here left channel and then right channel plus. And that W stands for the white, and the Y stands for the yellow, of course, so you won't have a problem there. And same thing up here. Left channel minus, right channel minus. So that's really easy. Now you can remove these sliders. They should just pull off. There's also like a fader control that needs to be come out. Sometimes these are kind of tough to get out. So I got a corny solution. I just use 2 little teaspoons and get them underneath there, and then theoretically, okay, and that's it. Just do it nice and slow. Make sure you don't mar anything up. So the front panel, the top panel, I mean, should be ready to come off. And there it goes. So in order to remove the cassette mechanism, which is this piece right here, I also got to remove the dial plate. There's 4 screws. They're like really easy to see. 1, 2, go to the other side, 3, and then back here is number 4. Those are just plain Phillips screws. So once you get them 4 screws removed, don't just yank it like off, because of this piece right here, the dial indicator. You can just kind of like slide it down underneath there, and that's it. Whatever you do, don't rip this right here. This is a dial cord. See if I move my tuning knob, you can see that. You can see the dial cord is hooked up to the dial indicator there. Whatever you want to do, do not mess that thing up. There's 3 connectors on the cassette mechanism in. One is right here. It's next to the counter. And then there's one right there. And then there's a green connector back here. One here. Let's just pull out. And now to the last one. I think I gotta go get a screwdriver. So I got a little flathead screwdriver right here, which I'm going to insert in this little gap here. There's a little gap, and that should hopefully get it out, which it did. Now to get out the cassette mechanism, there's 4 Phillips screws holding that into. 1, 2, right here, 3, there's another 4. There are actually 3 different lengths. The 2 top ones here are the same size, and I believe this right here is a little bit longer than the one on the left hand side. Those should come out pretty easily. So that came out easy enough. I got them loose. Now you just gotta like fandangle it out, and the screws, I just put those in there while I'm working on it. Working on the cassette mechanism. I don't get them so they don't fly around every which way.